I'm here with some Vincent Helen.
What up?
Hi.
Do you guys all want to say your names?
I'm Justin.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm Timmy.
Alright. I'm going to start off with like kind of serious-ish questions and then get to more weird ones later. Alright, so Timmy, when you chose Alex and Ryan and then Justin, did you look at or audition anyone else ever, or was it always you knew you wanted them?
It was kind of, I don't know, like in the beginning of the band, there's like people that were here and there that would kind of fill in, and it's cool, like it's really awesome that, you know, they would do that and help me out, like going on tour and whatnot. But sometimes it just wasn't the right fit, and with Alex and Justin, it kind of just came together naturally, if that makes sense. Yeah, and just went from there.
Alright. So Alex and Justin, if you were in the band when Timmy first created it, do you think you would still be called Sevens in Heaven, or would you have settled on something else?
I don't even think we would.
Yeah, I know, even now.
Okay.
What?
If we still want the name 7 and 7 if we were there.
We
Oh,
got called by
yeah.
7 MIH, like, more recently. I don't know.
Oh,
Band name's cool,
I mean,
but
like,
it's-
I love Fall Out Boy. Like,
Same.
if you didn't
I would've done
know,
it,
like,
yeah.
the band was named after a Fall Out Boy song.
Yeah.
And, like, I would like Fall Out Boy, so.
But at the
I
same
would
time,
say,
it really
yeah.
doesn't represent our band at all. Like, but at the same time, it's cool that it's, you know,
Mhm.
it is what it is. Like, you know, it didn't start out like this, but it's cool just how it's kind of, we're just making it a whole new thing.
It's cool how much happens under one name. Like you see how it started, you see how the name was. It could be, maybe it was a totally different idea and how it developed, but it's kind of cool. I know, I feel like, me in particular, whatever, I think we all do, we like messing with people's heads in a sense. Where it's like they're gonna come into it thinking we're like this some weird pop electronica band or
Yeah.
something, and we just come out with like chugs and breakdowns and
So hard.
go hard. We always still have that pop element, so it still makes sense that we have that name, but it's not expected, so that's always fun.
So that's a little strange one. If 2 of the 3 of you were forced to get married to each other, who would it be getting married?
Oh,
That's
man.
a great
Oh,
question.
man.
Primary Justin.
Wait.
Yeah, that would probably. I don't know.
Repeat the question?
If 2 of the 3 of you were forced to get married to each other, who would it be getting married?
I don't know.
Justin, because he's simple.
Yeah?
He's easy to please.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
you too.
appreciate that.
That makes sense.
Alright.
Wait, here's a question.
Okay.
Who
Would I marry?
No, who would, I don't know how to word this. So like, obviously you would be one of our best men.
Ooh, who's that?
Yeah, who's best man would
Oh, now
you
this is like, now this is it's worse than asking me who else I would marry. I don't know. It probably would be, I don't know. I could be both. I could be.
Just stand in
You
the
just
center.
I would just be like that picture of the dude in a suit and a wedding gown, like half down the middle, like when you have to marry yourself. That would give me a.
Alright. Which of you is the most attached to your phone?
Me?
I don't
You
know.
think so? I don't know.
You're attached to electronics in general.
Yeah, I'm
not
attached
just
to
the
electronics
phone.
in general. Like I love.
Timmy's
like,
definitely the best at separating himself from his phone. I'm pretty bad.
but like when Timmy's in his phone, like he's in it.
Yeah.
Like you can ask him like, hey, what time is it, or something like that, and he won't answer you for like 20 minutes.
It's like a split between me and you, because I'll set up my phone for no reason. Like I'll just stare at the screen.
Yeah.
So.
Alright. Okay. Would you rather lose the ability to play music but hear it fine, or lose the ability to hear music but play it fine?
That's a good one.
Lose the ability to play.
Whichever question where I can still hear.
What?
Yeah, I would want to still be able to listen to it. If I couldn't play music,
So, yeah,
I
you
could
would lose
listen
the
to
ability
it.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can imagine being deaf.
Yeah.
No, like you'd still be able to hear other stuff, just not music.
Oh. That's.
Oh.
So music would be good. No, I couldn't live without music. I have to listen to music all
I
day.
would have to like hear like people and not music.
So you could go the rest of your life never hearing another sound ever.
I would lose the ability to play, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was the first one to answer. I was like,
Sorry.
no way.
Okay. Are there any venues that you've ever played at that you consider the strangest?
So,
Salt Lake City.
I was literally gonna say
yeah, the shed.
We
in Salt Lake
played in the
City.
shed.
Kilby Court. I keep calling it, like we call it the shed, it's fitting, but it's actually called Kilby Court.
It's in an alleyway.
Okay.
It's cool though. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely sick. Like it was just like we showed up.
Super like.
And we're like,
Yeah, it was definitely this.
there's like a
strangest.
courtyard of like things made out of sheds.
Yeah.
And it was
That's
a
a
stage
fan.
of like a little like venue.
You
It was
could
like
fit about
a-
60 people in that shed, including the bands and the stage.
I want to play there one time and sell it out. That'd be sick. People packed into it.
Yeah, dude.
We didn't even have enough room on stage. Like
We still rocked out pretty hard though.
Like I would like spin, but when I would spin, I'd turn my guitar
No, same.
upright and like spin around.
Yeah.
We have an update video from that day from that tour, and that's what happened. Like any spins you see us doing it, we're like,
Yeah.
Alright.
It's cool.
Alright, so Timmy, during the Tank Tops and Handlines tour, you were part of a couple ships, both Climmy and Grimmy, with Brady and Clayton from Late Night Reading.
How fun.
If you had to choose, which one would you have gone with?
Climmy was pretty poppin'.
it was a big ship.
Yeah, that was cool. I never like knew that shipping was a thing until that. And then it was just like whoever I was hanging out with would be like, oh, Brady and Timmy, like, oh, Brimmy. And,
Yeah.
But it was Climmy. Like that, you can't replace it.
Alright.
But,
Who embarrasses themselves or is embarrassed easy the most?
I'm definitely embarrassed the easiest. I feel like.
Yeah, the most is me.
The most is definitely you.
Any examples?
I just say really dumb stuff and am very easy to call out for it. I
he
just
sets
do.
himself up for it.
I just set myself up for honestly most of the time now. I just say something and I'm like I start cursing because I'm just really mad. I'm like I know what's gonna happen next. I don't know. I'm just an embarrassing person.
Okay. So you guys have been on a handful of tours with Metro Station, Never Ending Summer, and Cool Kids and Campfires. Which one was your favorite?
Cool Kids was pretty dope.
Cool Kids was a really cool experience because we never toured acoustically like that before.
That was sick.
And it was the biggest tour we ever did. Like every day it was like consistent. Like everything was sick.
Tons of kids. All the kids were awesome.
Yeah.
I know we had like friends. Everybody on the tour was like a friend.
It was a cool. Yeah.
It was
a cool
short,
vibe.
no super long drive. Yeah, the whole vibe was just chill. Like every night was no crazy partying or anything, but there was some good parties. But
Aside from that, Metro Station was so sick.
it was
Like
sick.
that was like a dream.
Besides the no AC, our first time like playing the West Coast and like not understanding what
It was worth it.
having to do.
It was. Yeah.
No, it was really way worth it. It was sick.
Alright.
I like touring.
Be nice dudes.
Who is the most likely to get lost?
Yeah. Justin has no sense of direction at all.
At the same time, I don't know. Do we lose him more often though? I feel like
I don't get lost. I
we
just, like,
lose
disappear.
him. Yeah, I always think you're lost, but we just lose Timmy a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't tell us where he's going. True.
I just don't check my phone. But yeah, that
Going back on a different question.
Proof. But yeah, Justin would get like if we were all like dropped, all three of us like dropped in the middle of nowhere. It's like find your way back to civilization. I feel like Justin would be the
I would just
person to show
I would just
up.
Sounds about right.
Alright. Who has the strangest fear?
I have a fear of hair, other people's hair. Like, I don't know if it has there's a phobia name for it, but
Probably.
like it's not like if it's dry, like it's not a big deal. If it's in my food, like I won't eat my food unless it's something really good. Then I'll like get past it, but it takes a lot. But when like there's wet, like you're in a shower, like a pool or something, and like I'll be swimming, and I get a freaking hair like around my fingers, and
It
I
just
just
feels
feel
weird.
it, and you just like feel it coming. Like
Yeah. I understand the feeling.
I've puked a couple times, like from people's hair. So that's probably the weirdest like thing I have. No, that's not true, but like weirdest like phobia.
Alright, is there any one particular tour memory that really sticks out to you?
Good or bad?
Either.
I have a really good tour memory like yesterday, and I can't remember now.
I mean,
It always comes like it's so hard being put on the spot of like favorite tour memory because there's like
so
in
many.
one day there's so much that you can say.
so much happened yet. So many different things happen daily. Like it can be the most monotone, basic, boring day.
But
And then-
so much stuff happens, and you're just like, well,
That's the weirdest thing coming home from tour too. It's just actually thinking back and like realizing you kind of didn't notice at the time how crazy it was. I know my go-to is just the first, when I was on tour with Timmy, just filling in bass at first. On the Freaks and Geeks tour, we were in New York City, and we got our car towed. So we had to walk like 30-something blocks. This is at nighttime. Timmy's really drunk.
I was more drunk than I've ever been.
I had been drinking a little bit.
York.
These two random girls we met, like helped us find the car. We ended up going to like our friend's hotel, ended up walking around Times Square at like 3:34 in the morning.
It was a long night.
It was a long night, but it's like, I'll always look back on that. Because we were just in New York City and we walked to Times Square and I hadn't been there since that night.
Fun fact, that night, you know who the Big Time are?
I've heard them.
Cool. That night, because we had Derek and Aaron with us, their song City Lights was written.
Oh yeah,
that
was that night.
So, fun fact.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
Justin wasn't there yet.
I wasn't there.
So with a crazy thing
I was
with
working
all of
at
us,
Staples.
I don't know, man. I don't know what our craziest full-on band memory is.
Like, I would literally have to go, I feel like, through each day. Yeah,
Uh,
like, this
well,
happened through
I was-
There was a day on the Statement tour. I think it was the last day. It was the first tour I did with them. And I was the merch guy. And we're in Florida, and I walk outside, and there's a van on fire.
Middle of the street.
Like, in the middle of the street.
Engulfed in
It
fire.
wasn't just like the front of it was on fire, like it was like through the windows. Like the person just dipped out of their car.
Yeah.
It's just in the middle of the street.
That was pretty nuts.
That was pretty cool.
Definitely
It was a
sticks
good
up.
time.
Alright, so you guys are currently in the process of preparing to make your new EP, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that's going to be different from this one than the last one that you can think of?
More raw.
Yeah.
Even bigger, more punchy,
It's edgy.
edgy, very edgy. Definitely
Very
like,
emo.
yeah, I don't know, it has more of not even a darker sound, it's just more, has that like,
There's more emotion, like in the
Yeah.
like even like with the music, like we're really trying to figure out like develop our sound better, and I think that's a really good progression.
pretty much we're just talking about everything that's happened in the last year and a half
Yeah.
of us being together. It's
Yeah.
pretty,
We have to
it's pretty
play-
hard
yeah.
to do. Like we could write a full
There's so,
album,
yeah.
but we can't afford that yet. Someday.
Alright. So in terms of music and movies, what is your guilty pleasure?
I collect vinyl.
Huh?
I collect vinyl.
No guilty, like a guilty pleasure.
Oh wow, I
What
completely.
is it?
In
Guilty.
terms of music and movies, what is your guilty pleasure?
Like music or movies?
Yeah.
I mean, I watch chick flicks all the time, but I'm not even, I don't feel guilty about that.
Yeah.
I guess like listening to like Miley Cyrus and like that, and like actual pop radio. I'll like listen to sit there and listen to like One Direction and stuff that I never really did before. But
Here's an unpopular like thing. I kind of like country music.
Why?
get out of here.
Like growing up in Washington, like that's just like the vibe. Like people listen to that. There's like some cool stuff.
My truck and my dog and my tractor too.
Just hear about myself. That's pretty cool. It depends what mood I'm in.
Dale, yeah.
Dale, yeah, can I get a Dale?
Dale Earnhardt, rest in peace.
Hell yeah. Moving on.
Alright, so for the last thing, not really sure if this counts as a question, but this is the first time in a while you've been on a tour, sort of, without Terry or Brian.
Yes.
Why would you say that?
Too soon.
That was way too soon.
Terry literally just left.
We were at it this morning.
We were at a gas station, or when we first got here, the door's just wide open. I'm waiting for for them to walk out. Like, the door's open, expecting it to happen, and it's sad.
And the thing is, they shared the same bench and they're both gone. It's like this and empty.
Just didn't seat now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, come back.
Alright, so getting to the question-ish part of it, to make them, you can seem a little bit more like the hero, can one of you do an impersonation of Terry and one of Brian?
Alright, I got Brian. That's all he does.
It's like he'll say something and then like you know what I'm saying? And then he'll do something like immediately after, like it never even happened. It's like, how do you ignore that laugh that like he does after like everything he says?
I don't know what a
Terry.
stereotypical Terry thing would
Terry.
be.
Yo, I'm just trying to get some.
Yo,
You're just like T-Bar.
No, I appreciate you. Hey,
I
Alex,
appreciate
I appreciate you. That's Terry.
I appreciate you.
There's so much green in this photo.
Is this too green? Is this too blue? You know. But yeah.
Alright, well that
Get out of here! Sorry.
Got a peanut gallery over here.
alright, well that pretty much sums it up. Is there anything last you want to say?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah, stay posted.
New music is coming soon.
Tours
soon.
New tours are coming soon.
Hey, buddy.
Stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, and you can find us all over the internet. We're on. You can find our music on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. Sorry. You can. We use social media. We actually have a website now. I'll just tell you that.
I always forget we have.
7mih.com.
Just go there.
You can find all
find
of us
everything.
up there. It's pretty cool.
Alright. Well,
There you go. Yeah.